Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Chris Taylor. U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Iran that the United States could target major infrastructure, including bridges and power plants, if Tehran refuses to return to negotiations. Speaking in a television interview, President Trump said the situation could deteriorate further in the coming days without a diplomatic breakthrough. His warning comes as the United States and Iran exchange military strikes for a fourth consecutive day, intensifying concerns over a broader regional conflict. The latest escalation is closely tied to tensions surrounding the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical oil shipping routes. Iran has formally accused the United States of violating the Pakistan-mediated Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding and has appealed to the United Nations for immediate intervention. In a letter addressed to UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and the Security Council, Iran's ambassador Amir Sayed Iravani alleged that Washington breached the ceasefire agreement through military strikes, sanctions, and other actions. Tehran says these measures undermine international law, threaten regional peace, and has urged the United Nations to hold the United States accountable. Meanwhile, the U.S. military has launched a fresh wave of strikes against Iran. U.S. Central Command says the operation began at 6 o'clock Eastern Time and is aimed at degrading Iranian military capabilities allegedly used to attack commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. The latest military action marks another significant escalation in the standoff between Washington and Tehran, adding to growing international concerns over security and stability in the Middle East. Adding to those concerns, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has warned it could shut additional export corridors serving the United States and its allies after closing the Strait of Hormuz. The IRGC says the strategic waterway will remain closed and has warned that other major maritime routes could also be targeted. The latest threat follows renewed U.S. military strikes and raises fears of further disruption to global energy markets and international shipping. Turning to Pakistan, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has declared the current year as the year of economic growth and business promotion. Chairing a meeting on economic reforms, the Prime Minister described the business community as the backbone of the national economy and directed authorities to facilitate investment, increase exports, and simplify the tax system. He also instructed Senior Federal Board of Revenue officials to visit Karachi during the first week of every month to directly address the concerns of the business community. The meeting was informed that improved production monitoring systems have significantly boosted tax collection, generating substantial additional revenue from the sugar, cement, and beverages sectors over the past year. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Es Haq Dar has reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to advancing the goals of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization during a meeting with SCO Secretary-General Nurlan Yermakbayev. The two leaders discussed expanding cooperation in trade, transport, regional connectivity, and stability. Es Haq Dar also expressed Pakistan's readiness to assume the SCO Council of Heads of State chairmanship in September and to host the SCO Summit in 2027. Pakistan has also urged the United Nations to uphold international treaty obligations following India's suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty. Addressing a UN ministerial meeting in New York, Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal said the move threatens the water security and livelihoods of nearly 240 million Pakistanis. He also highlighted Pakistan's vulnerability to climate change while calling for global financial reforms and greater international support for countries facing climate-related disasters. Finally, in sports, the second FIFA World Cup 2026 semi-final takes place tonight as England face defending champions Argentina at Atlanta Stadium for a place in the final. The winners will meet Spain, who booked their place with an impressive 2-0 victory over France in the first semi-final. Spain's disciplined performance ended France's hopes of lifting a third World Cup title, setting the stage for a highly anticipated final. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Chris Taylor.